Good morning, collectors. We have a new action figure review for you today. My name is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram. Batman Figs. And although my name is Batman Figs, we have a very non-Batman related 2-pack today to review. It is the Green Ranger, Tommy Oliver, and a Putty. We all know, as avid fans of the Power Rangers, that Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, was created in evil by Rita. He was supposed to be a bad guy. Sorry if this is a spoiler warning for people that never watched it back in the 90s. However, he ended up being good and he was a fan favorite. He later became the White Ranger. Again, spoiler alerts. And for any 90s kid, the Green Ranger was like the coolest guy back then. So it's amazing that Hasbro, there's been Green Ranger figures before and SH Figure Arts as well, but this is just a really cool looking, more accessible to everyone, cheaper figure. And of course it comes with a 2-pack as well, so you get a Putty. But first let's look at the Green Ranger. Very cool looking. There are some minor gripes. I don't like that around his chin below the lip it has like a Han Solo scar. And around his lip he has some QC issues. I do like the helmet is glossy. So it actually does look like a helmet. Sorry, I'm just like, now I'm freaking out seeing all these little things on my helmet. But great paint app, little spot missing right there. I do wish that this was a little bit more gold, but just like the armband, they did a good job of giving it that gold look. There's a Alright, now let's look at the Putty. David Putty, if you watch Seinfeld. If not, I'm sorry that you don't watch Seinfeld. Alright. Now the Putty is just kind of plain looking. He has details and there are things that look cool, and I feel like if he had a black wash, he would look really cool. Here's one of his weapons or arms that he comes with. He's a very basic figure, mostly just gray. And yeah, before we do our articulation, let's do accessories. The Putty comes with another one of these things for his left arm. It's a rock. He comes with, or his right arm. He comes with a left arm actual hand to replace the spike he has. And that's all for the Putty. Oh, no. Got ahead of myself. He also comes with this blast effect weapon. Now for Mr. Tommy, for the Green Ranger. He comes with, shoot, am I missing a hand? Hold on, let me see if I'm missing a hand. I was. Alright, so he comes with a pair of, well, he comes with this hand you see here, a holding hand, and his right hand he comes with a fist. It's important to see a fist. I know you guys have never seen it. And then his alternate hands, he comes with like this flute playing for his dagger hand, as well as this straight kung fu posed hand. So he has 4 hands in total. He comes with, of course, the very iconic and classic dagger flute to call his Dragon Zord. Sword of Evil, which I've seen some people say it's very undersized compared to some other ones out there. But this is an iconic piece as well. So it's cool he comes with that. And then he comes with this green lightning accessory effect. So that is actually really awesome. Oh yeah, and the head that I'll probably never use. The the Tommy head, Jason Frank, whatever his name is. Maybe for a background picture. But the one gripe I do have is he doesn't have two holding hands. I wish he was able to hold both swords at once, because he did that move a lot in the old show, and he even shoots lightning with those two swords combined. So I wish that would have been the case here. However, both these figures look cool. It's $40 for a 2-pack. You can't complain. Alright, so let's do some articulation, because it is actually really good. You can look down that much. He can look up that much. His arms. He can rotate the arms without any, trouble with the vest or shoulder pads. He has a bicep swivel. He has a double elbow. Can his glove move? No. His wrist can move, and he has a hinge. He has a diaphragm joint. He does have an ab crunch, and it does move a decent amount. Like, look at that. It's pretty good. And he does have he have waist rotation? No. It's just you have to rely on the diaphragm joint. His legs go about that far. I'm not going to keep pushing it. He has a thigh cut, upper thigh cut, double knee. He has a boot cut, hinge, and pivot ankles. So he has tons of articulation. All the upgraded, all the new, basically the standard in the industry now. You gotta have ankles with a hinge and a pivot. If you don't, what are you doing? I guess I could save it for the putty because it's better demonstrated. There is another joint that I'm quite impressed with, and it's the butterfly joint. Both of them have it, but this is one of the best examples I've seen of it in use. Like that's really good. Usually they have a little bit of give, but this is actually quite impressive. So really cool butterfly joint. Now I'm going to do some size comparisons with just a different array of brands and toy lines so you can see where they fit in. First, here's a Mayfix. And that's because I know that there's been different versions of the Power Rangers made from import companies, so you can see how it fits in with that. Here's a Mezco Catwoman. Decent scale. Here is Hopper from McFarlane Toys. He's a bigger guy in more ways than one. Okay, here is a Marvel Legend from Hasbro. So that scales very well. Here is another Hasbro. Here's a Black Series. You may file when ready. Tarkin. Come on, stand, buddy. Scales very nicely. Here's a Figure Arts Harley. I know that there's some Figure Arts version of the Rangers out there. Come on. Very nice. And last but not least, the cornerstone of my page. And he scales very well. So that's it. I'm not going to be doing too many crazy Power Ranger reviews, but the Green Ranger was a fan favorite. I have been interested in seeing how this line is. How Hasbro has continued to step up their game. They continue to make strides in the articulation and the look, making very, very great looking figures, but making them affordable for us, where it's not like $100 a figure. So bravo. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys want to see more pictures, head over to Batman Figs on Instagram, Batman FIGS. And if you want to hear the podcast DC Figures and Collectibles, that I co-host with my friend Scott. He is at the Bat Fan on Instagram. I'll leave a link to the podcast below in the description box, but you can hear it on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, basically anywhere. And we're continuing to grow. We're continuing to get huge guests. We have a huge guest coming up. So, I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.